Do you find yourself every day wanting or craving your favorite mocha in the morning, energy drink, or even maybe your favorite candy bar? Well, I'm here to tell you that I myself have been addicted to sugar as well as my husband, and I can tell you it is an addiction. Although some may disagree, according to the website Healthline, titled Experts Agree Sugar Might Be as Addictive as Cocaine by author Anna and Kareem, two agree sugar and addictive behavior are linked because when we eat sugar, opioids and dopamine are released, which gives us the happy feeling. I can relate to this because I feel every time I have sugar, I need more to make me happy. Today I will discuss I and my husband's addiction to sugar, the health risks, withdrawal symptoms, and just how addictive sugar is as other drugs. After listening to my speech, you will know sugar is an addiction and know why sugar is just as addictive as other drugs. As a kid, I never really drank water. I didn't even know our bodies needed water because I was never told this as a kid. All while I was growing up in a Hispanic family, me and my cousins were always offered milk and juice, which might be a Hispanic thing because I've heard from other Hispanics that Tampico was always in their fridge and that had so much sugar in it. Furthermore, as I become an adult and lived on my own, I would buy the big gallons of juice. My favorite was Welch's brand. And I'd need to drink the whole thing in one day. Mind you, according to a website by author Michelle Freitas, I was getting way more sugar intake than I should have ever gotten. Anyone's should ever have gotten. The article stated that the American Heart Association recommends that the average woman intake should be at least 6 teaspoons or 30 grams as needed sugars per day, and for men at least 9 teaspoons per day or 45 grams. Unbelievably, people are consuming closer to 20 teaspoons, which is 100 grams per day. At the end of my video, I posted a picture of juice, of Welch's juice, my favorite, and the whole container that I used to consume, which was, again, I was digesting 254 grams of sugar, which is on average about 64 teaspoons of sugar, which I provided you with a picture of at the end. The symptoms I had when I went 1 to 2 days without juice were the headaches, insomnia, shaking, nausea, and I was very grumpy. According to the authors Anna and Kumar, drugs have side effects of changing brain chemistry that causes excessive eating and withdrawal symptoms, as with sugar. But that sugar may be even a harder habit to break than quitting drugs. For me, this is true because I am still trying to wean off of sugar. But it's so hard when sugar is everywhere. Holidays, my kids, they have their treats and everything, and I want some too. I mean, how many of you can relate? My husband, on the other hand, he's addicted to energy drinks every day. One day he was feeling sick and had been trying to stop drinking energy drinks and was successful for 3 days. His symptoms were shaking, headaches, and very grumpy, as I felt. He felt so sick, the only way he thought he was going to get relief was to drink, you guessed it, an energy drink. Just like addiction with drugs, this showed me that sugar had the same effects. This explains why, according to author Anna and Kareem, state that studies suggest that every time we eat sweets, we are reinforcing those neural pathways, causing the brain to become increasingly hardwired to crave sugar, building up a tolerance like to any other drug. Some health risks associated with increased sugar intake is obesity, tooth decay, addictive behavior, hypertension, depression, headaches, and fatigue. This explains why I've had high blood pressure since the young age of 20, being that I'm not overweight or unhealthy. Furthermore, The withdrawal symptoms of sugar are exactly what I experienced. The insomnia, feeling sluggish, getting sick all the time, skin breakouts, cavities, and really thirsty because of all the sugar that you're taking into your body. Some may disagree sugar is an addiction. Health psychologist and author Tracy, from a website titled No Sugar Isn't the New Heroin, believes sugar is not an addiction. A simplified explanation of her intake on why sugar does not have the same effects as heroin is because she found that all studies of rats of neuroimaging do not even conclude food sugar addictions. Although, if this were true, why does an article I found online called Experts Agree Sugar Might Be Addictive as Cocaine state otherwise? Explaining how rats were tested and fed Oreo cookies, proving that the rats showed an increase in pleasurable brain activity than cocaine did. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed I and my husband's journey on dealing with sugar addiction, learned a lot about the risks associated with increased sugar intake and just how addictive sugar is to any other drug and is a problem in today's society. I am glad I got to share me and my husband's addiction and made more people aware of this addiction that most aren't aware of or just don't even care. Hopefully, I myself can wean off of sugar soon. If you're starting to turn the wheels in your head and thinking hard if you're addicted to sugar, just try to water down your juices. Try eating a candy bar once every other day. And remember, it's okay to eat the donut